welcome back, welcome back. Today we're going into our very first Reddit ZA story. I hope you'll enjoy, and yeah, please share your advice in the comment section. Here we go. Hi, my name is Wespa. This is Wespa Waya, and this is our very first Friday of Reddit ZA stories. So yes, happy catching up to those who have just joined us. I'm still without Waya, but hopefully when she's ready to join this kind of life, she will find us here and it will hopefully be warm still. So our very first Reddit story, and this isn't just a cheating story. It's a masterclass in how some people will kick you when you're down and how life will pick you back up just to watch them trip. And we will use synonyms in our story, and in some places we'll use pseudo situations and pseudo locations, all right? So this is a Sizwe and Naledi story, a tale of love, betrayal, humiliation, and karma in HG, high definition. So Sizwe and Naledi met at a friend's rooftop party in Sandton. She had the kind of confidence that made everyone turn their heads. He was a quiet guy, not flashy, but had a good job, a kind heart, and he treated her like a queen. You know, the nice guys, and they say that nice guys finish last. Anyway, they dated for 2 years. 2 years of Sunday lunches, meeting the parents, brunches here and there, joint grocery shopping like they were a married couple, you know? And they both had their own places, but they sort of ended up living together. And over time, Naledi started changing, all right? So in year 2, Naledi starts changing. She's no more that girl who, as Sizwe said, I like you because, you know, even with your natural look, you look so amazing. But yeah, she started wearing heavier makeup, you know, new perfume. And because these people are literally together all the time, like it's something that he would notice, you know? And yeah, all of a sudden, she's going to networking events 3 nights a week. Hey, and the phone. Hey, Naledi was always either a pilot or her phone was always facing down. And passcode's different, you know? And yeah, I won't say he wasn't snooping. How would you know? But passcodes are always changing, you know? So one day, Sizwe borrowed Naledi's car to run errands, and her Bluetooth automatically connected to his phone because, hello, we're a couple. And that's when a WhatsApp voice note from a man named Tabo came through the speakers. I don't know how this thing went. I really don't know. And it wasn't a friendly message. Tabo was talking about last night and how he couldn't wait to see her again, right? So I don't know. I feel that sometimes when God wants to show you stuff, like you literally have the most ridiculous of situations, like an impossible situation. Like how did this WhatsApp voice note come from his phone, right? Because he's connected to her car and she's not even there. And it wasn't a friendly message. Tabo was talking about, you know, bro, last night and whatnot. And Sizwe's hands started shaking. Yo, if you've ever been cheated on, you know this feeling. His mind went blank. He parks the car, listened to the note over and over and over, hoping that he misheard. But nah, it was exactly what he thought. Hey, that night, Sizwe, after taking this long drive, so he decides, you know what, I'm hitting this one 9-9. And he confronts Naledi, no shouting, just sadness, you know, and I think it's worse when somebody's so down because of you and stuff like that. He asked her if she was seeing someone else, and you know that gaslighting laugh. She laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed, right? And then he says, yeah, his name is Tab. Oh, he's a real man. He drives a Range Rover, takes me to nice places. Not like you with your boring dinners and Netflix, you know, because he was a homebody man. And Sizwe's self-worth shattered. I remember a friend of mine saying that your life can literally crash in 2 minutes because somebody tells you that, no, I don't love you anymore. But instead of walking away, because he decides to beg her and beg her and beg her. He promised to do better, to earn more, take her on trips. And yeah, because, you know, she's the one with the upper hand, she looked him dead in the eyes and said, please, don't embarrass yourself. I've leveled up. Hey, after that, Sizwe started spiraling. Naledi stopped going to his place, obviously. So spiraling, he stopped going out, you know, lost a lot of weight at work. He was like so unfocused, you know, but luckily because he's proven himself and, you know, he's a developer. And I think once you know how to channel there, you good. He started doubting himself, poor guy. He even sent her flowers one last time just to try, hoping that, I thought my baby, he's come back. She posted them on an Instagram caption. Well, Instagram post with the caption, even the broke ones try. Yo, Naledi. In the meantime, she was living a very soft life, expensive dinners, random spot dates, posting vacations with Thabo. She was glowing, but not for long. You know how life works. It turns out that Thabo wasn't the faithful prince that she thought he was. 2 months into that whole situation, because I think when they were sneaking, things were working out better. But now that they officialized things, so never leave your vein for your side. Are you crazy? But anyway, 2 months in, she finds out that she's also seeing someone else, her very own cousin, Lindiwe. Not only that, but Thabo starts ghosting her calls, right? And ignoring calls, reading texts, blue-ticking texts and all of that. And suddenly the Instagram posts stop. The expensive dinner stop, the Range Rover rides, all gone. Because brothers focus, he saw a better version of her, right? And Naledi starts stressing now. She's, she's trying, getting a hold of this guy, and nothing. And in the meantime, she's telling her cousin that, oh my gosh, this man, this is that, because she was privy to her cheating ways and everything else that she was doing. Hey, Naledi, stress makes her late for work, starts snapping her quillies, because also it's why. And yeah, she gets a chance, she's crying in the bathroom. Then HR calls her for like a warning. And this is now like a month later. And because, they told her that, dude, you need to perform, pull up your socks. HR calls her for the 3rd time, and she's fired for poor performance. And now, because Mr. Range Rover ain't there no more, who's gonna pay her rent? Even her sweet boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, he's not there anymore. Rent is overdue, credit card maxed out. Friends stop picking her calls because now she can't make it rain. You can't go to all these places because now she started having all these new friends and all of that, right? And her friends were fine with her when she was still dating Sizwe because she still made time for her. But once she started dating Thabo, she was living some other life in jail. And Thabo nowhere to be found still. And Lindiwe now starts posting pictures, starts posting pictures in his car. And one rainy Sunday, Sizwe's phone starts ringing. And it's Naledi. He did not expect that. Naledi, she's crying. She says she made a mistake, that he was the only man who truly loved her. Girl, where's your pride? Where's your ego? I think I would silently like the just of na onji. She even offers to cook his favorite meal if he'll just talk to her. Like now, the beggy is the beggar. Sizwe listens quietly and then he says, Naledi, I begged you once, never again, and he hangs up. Sizwe eventually gets promoted at work, starts hitting the gym, and even buys himself a brand new ride. And his life got better, and I started seeing somebody else new. But obviously, he still has those little insecurity issues, and the relationship didn't work out because he still needed to work on himself. And every now and then he sees Naledi lurking on his Instagram stories, but he never blocks her because he wants her to suffer and see the potential life, Patience, guys, patience. Well, he does want to see her silently. Well, he wants to see her win. Let me say that. But because sometimes, the best revenge is no revenge. You just move on. And hopefully, life will level up for you, which is what happened here for Sizwe's case. Naledi, she's back in Mamelodi now. It's pretty rough for her. But what do you guys think? Do you think this guy was a bit harsh? Do you think he needed to forgive her a bit more? What's your take? All right, let me know in the comment section. See you on the next Reddit ZA story.